Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews with somewhat of a late review. We are taking a look at Nami from the Romance Dawn arc. So, had meant to get her in when she came out. I procrastinated, didn't get the drop on the early releases. So, unfortunately, I had to wait for BBTS to get theirs, and they took forever to ship. So, but take a look at the box. It's your typical one-piece box. You do come with an extra face for Luffy. Definitely appreciate the gold, the treasure chest, I should say. But yeah, your typical SH Figuarts box. Nothing to write home about there. If you hear some noise in the background, I am washing dishes, so I apologize. But yeah, let's get a closer look here at Nami. And she looks good. She is very basic, very basic. All the blue lines are painted very nicely on this one. Very basic. I wish that the Hasuki brand would adopt these kinds of elbow joints. I like these better. They do look a little robotic here in the middle, but I guess it's the choice of two devils or whatever. Like you're always gonna. That's probably not what the saying is. Basically, it's you always have a bad choice. Which choice are you willing to deal with? But this does look a little robotic, but I like the way that it sits more flush. Excuse me. And I do like the elbow better like this. So I guess it's just depends on what you like. The single jointed ball hinges, I'm just not a fan of. I just feel like they poke out too much. That's my biggest issue. But anyway, but other than that, yeah, so I do like these joints here. But other than the paint, she looks really good. She looks really good. Looks like herself. Nice paint here on her little skirt. Then we got the little hinge ball. They're like cylinders almost in the back of her legs, but that is what it is. Then we got her boots, very plain looking. Do like the sculpted wrinkles in there. Nice sculpted wrinkles in her skirt. Do like that it's a cutout here, so the skirt is a decently soft plastic. It's not super soft, but. And then we have her head, her face, and I love her hair. It's such a bright, vibrant color. I got a little flashing here, I think here. I don't know if that's flashing or messed up paint, but I do like the radiant, or the transition. I don't know what you would call it, from the kind of yellowish orange to the more darker orange here on her edges. Her face sculpt looks really good. Looks just like her from the show. She's super basic, so there's not a whole lot to her. So let's go ahead and get to the accessories. Okay, now for hands, she does come with this a pair of wide open hands like this. No fingernails. Doesn't look like any fingernails are. Oh no, there might be some sculpted fingernails in there. They're so tiny I can't really tell. So she gets two of those. She gets two of the weapon holding hands. So she gets those. She gets a finger pointing hand, or a gun hand, and she gets some Aerith prayer hands. I don't know what's going on with my focus. Some prayer hands. So I got some flashing here for sure on the hand. That looks terrible. Then for faces, she comes with one angry face. I like the way that looks. She comes with one kind of playful with the tongue sticking out face with her eye winking. So that looks good. She comes with a big old smiling face, big old smile. Maybe even laughing. I think I got some lint there. And then she comes with an extra Luffy face, which the Build a Luffy thing is continuing. So big old smiling, goofy Luffy face. She comes with her very basic staff. There is nothing to this thing, no sculpting, like nothing. Nothing. So that's disappointing. And then she comes with this treasure chest. And they should have sculpted her stick like this. Although it might have been really smooth like that in the anime, I don't remember. But yeah, that looks really good. The gold is painted nicely on this. And it does open to reveal a bunch of gold that they definitely could have did a little more work on this. I get the gold bars and the gold coins, but you have a whole crown here. Like, you couldn't have painted the crown. And it looks like there might be like some pearls here. Like, you couldn't paint the pearls. So that's a bit disappointing. But other than that, this looks like this may be a separate piece. So you could essentially possibly heat this up and maybe pull this crown out and paint it if you wanted to. That would look really cool. But it kind of looks like it's a separate piece. You can kind of see like a cut there, but it might be molded. This might all be molded one piece, but that would be cool if that was a separate piece. Now, if you have some really steady hands and you're really good at painting, you might be able to paint this without having to try to remove it. But yeah, they could have did better on this, but it's nice to have a treasure chest accessory. I'll definitely have that on the shelf with her. Sorry guys, I forgot a face. Here she is with her super angry face. This is like the face you would make if you tried to grope her or if you tried to steal her gold. So yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to mention this face, but now we can go on to articulation. Because of her hair, she's not going to be able to look up at all, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer. Looking down though, she can look all the way down. Side to side is not great because they used a hinge joint instead of a double ball peg. And the way that they sculpted it is just straight up into whatever this cap is. And so she gets no tilt at all. You're basically just going to get it in the neck. They'll put a double ball peg in the neck. Actually, the neck is just a peg, I think. Yeah, it's just a peg. So unfortunately, they are constantly reverting backwards when it comes to, they're randomly reverting backwards when it comes to the One Piece line. Again, I've said this in other One Piece reviews, dude, the other departments that are working on other licenses, do they not like collaborate with each other? Because you'll get completely different articulation with your Dragon Ball figures or your Jujutsu Kaisen or any other SH Figuarts license, and then they'll have double ball pegs and they won't, they'll have them and they won't, then the other one I have, like, talk to the Demon Slayer people. They know what they're doing. So go over there and talk to them and get some feedback on how to actually make a neck joint or a head joint, because this shit that they got in here is absolute garbage. There's no point. There's no point of it. It does one thing and one thing only, and that's look down. That's ridiculous. Anyway, she does kind of have that shifting shoulder thing, very similar to Figuarts. They have that kind of same setup. You don't really get a butterfly out of that. It's just kind of rocking in and out. So yeah, you don't get anything there for a butterfly. So that movement is useless. This drop down part is only useless to get the arm up, so you can get her into an almost Y pose. Obviously you can spin all the way around, but it starts kicking out because of how her shirt is sculpted right by her shoulder. So that is what it is. She does have a bicep swivel here right in the cutout, where the cutout meets the sleeve meets the arm. So that's really good. Way over 90 degrees with that elbow. Then we got a ball hinge for the wrist. As far as the torso goes, she can go back this far, then forward decently far too. You might, not even any gapping in the back, so that's good. And then side to side, it's nice. You get pretty good side to side out of her. Twisting is really good as well. You get a twist at the waist as well. So torso articulation is pretty good in this girl. As far as the splits, can we get some good splits? Her skirt is going to block a good chunk of that, but she can decently get some splits. She's not a super agile character anyway, so I think that's fine for Nami. Kicking forward, she can go up that high. Backwards, she can go back that far. You do get a thigh cut there, so that's good. It's hidden by the skirt. Well, now what the hell is going on here? Why can they give her a double hinge on the elbow but not on the knee? What is this? She is hardly past 90 degrees there. Why, with this such a skinny figure, why is this the maximum articulation she can get with her knee? This is absolutely ridiculous. That's horrible. That's horrible. Why did they do a single joint here? And if they were going to go with a single joint, why didn't they make it better? They've done single jointed figures that get way more range than this. You would think SH Figuarts just started making figures. What the hell is going on? And then the ankle can go up that far, down that far, and then you do get an ankle rocker. It does spin on that ball hinge too, and then a toe joint that has extra bits there. But I hit the camera. But somewhat disappointing with this one. The articulation in the knee, very, very disappointing. She should be able to do better than that. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, let's get on to some comparisons. Alrighty, and here she is next to the SH Figuarts Romance Dawn Luffy. So they look good together. I do like that a lot. And then next to the Bring Arts Aerith, just another character with praying hands, even though I wouldn't consider Nami praying. And here she is next to the Hasuki Mechanic Fiona. And then we have the Buzz Mod Demon Slayer Mitsuri. So you can see she's a little taller than Mitsuri, not quite as tall as Fiona though. And here she is next to the Mezco Eastman and Layered Ninja Turtle Leonardo and the Marvel Legends Miss Marvel. So that's what she looks like with them. They don't really fit together, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, but as far as sizing is concerned, you can kind of get an idea of what you would be getting. But anyway, that's it for comparison. So for my final thoughts, she's a super basic figure. I think they did well with her paints and her aesthetic. They look just like what she's supposed to. Well, she looks just like how she looks in the Romance Dawn arc of One Piece. Think they could have went a little bit more on the gold or jewels that are in that treasure chest, but it is what it is. The worst thing about this figure is the knee joints. Those knee joints are horrible. Just barely past 90 is unacceptable. Luckily, she's pretty cheap, so it's not that big of a deal as far as pricing is concerned, but they gotta do better than that. Also, I think they missed an opportunity. They missed one thing when it came to the faces. Why didn't they give her a money eye face, like where her two eyeballs turn into dollar signs? Why didn't they give her that face? Where is that face? Am I tripping that was a face that was in the original pictures that they showed when they first talked about releasing this figure? Didn't they have a face with dollar signs in her eyes? I don't remember, but I thought they did. But regardless of if they had it or not, that's like the perfect face to have for Nami. You can't have Nami without the dollar sign eyes. I think it's ridiculous that they didn't put those in there. That seems like such an obvious face to make for her. So that's kind of stupid they didn't include that. But other than that, I'm going all in on the One Piece line. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm getting all of it. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Please be ready for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Again, I'll be giving away some a Mafex figure to a subscriber. The way that you can enter the giveaway is when I hit 1,000 subs, I will have a video of all the figures that will be available for the giveaway. I'll have somewhere around like 8 figures, all Mafex figures. So when you get a chance, please comment, like, and subscribe, because you could be that lucky person that wins a free Mafex figure, and it'll be a good one. Like I got some good ones on the list, so be prepared for that. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching.